There it is, maybe the most famous building in all of Texas. It's the Alamo, of course, here in San Antonio. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the San Antonio Spurs here at AT&TCenter. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, the retirements of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker mean the start of a new era for the Spurs. Guard Patty Mills said, "We've had great teachers, and now there's a transition. It's about teaching that culture to these new guys. We aren't going to change. Bridging the gap is going to take time. That's where leadership comes in." Kevin?
A proud franchise. Thank you, David. Smitty, we have a good rivalry game tonight with two conference foes. This should be a beauty.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it, the coaches feel it, us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. Now, Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green down low with Looney. And it's Wiggins in at small forward. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Murray with it. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. Easy jumper from very short distance.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
Now here's Curry. To the wing on the left. Here's Looney. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. He kicks it to Murray. Outside, White. Pass to Pirtle. Clock at 4. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Detroit. It's Curry with the drive. Beyond the arc. Andrew Wiggins, and that's good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Murray against Curry. Murray kicks to White. To the paint. Aldridge inside, guarded by Green, and it's Aldridge missing. Here's Thompson. The rebound by the Spurs. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
Here's Curry following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Here's Looney. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray against Curry. To the inside. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Outside, DeRozan. Passes it to Aldridge. Pirtle trying to get open. Aldridge misses. The Warriors leading. Wiggins from outside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Curry against Murray. He feeds it to DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Good on the second free throw.
So tough to guard. DeRozan with the strength, the near 40-inch vertical, and he loves to challenge you.
Green up and in on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for San Antonio, trailing by 2. Outside DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
First free throw is good. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Now here's Thompson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Curry gets the bucket.
I like the way Klay now studies a defense and makes great decisions with the ball.
San Antonio trailing here. And here is Murray. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
Outside DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And checking out some numbers for Thompson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's getting around 20 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Looney passes to Poole. Green breaking loose, and Poole gets it to go. Spurs trail by 4. Murray surveying the D. White the pass to Purdy. Spurs working the ball around now. Out to White. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Aldridge is a pro's pro. Keep your eyes open to make a play for someone else.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now White. He's got 6. Murray dishes to White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. White's got 8 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Steph Curry fourth.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
The first one falls. Looking at the season so far, Steve, feels like every perimeter player is working on that step-back three. What's making that shot so popular?
You know, I think, Kevin, now in this stage, there's no hand checking, so you already have spacing. And now to be able to step back and knock down a three, it creates more. Back in the day with hand checking, it would have been hard to step back with an arm grabbing you and holding you. So I think guys are, you know, somewhat playing by the rules and using their rules to their advantage.
Great explanation. Now here's Murray. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Pirtle. Outside, White. 3 on the clock. The shot from 20 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Aldridge definitely knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Curry against Murray. The 9-foot shot. Looney with the bucket. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Right side Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists now in this one.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Here's Poole. DeRozan defending. To the right side. Poole, the pass to Thompson. Those 3-pointers off the mark. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. And there's the pass to Pirtle. 6 on the shot clock. From past the arc. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 18th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset. And
yeah, he's one of the better steal guys in the league, constantly getting his hands in there. And as a ball handler, you have to respect him at all times. Looney passes to Curry. And it's in there. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Stephen Curry, that's a luxury to have a guy that can run off screens and shoot the catch-and-shoot jump shot.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Spurs have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. They grab their own miss. Here's Wiles. Misses from short range.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Stolen by Gay, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Forbes. The 19-footer is on the money. And the Spurs lead by 1.
What I love about Forbes, he's smart. He's going to put himself in the best position to succeed.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Pass to Pascal. Takes a 3. No good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. Passes it to Mills. And Bellinelli kicks to Lyles. Pass to Gay. Back to Forbes. Clock at 6. Outside, Bellinelli. Chris with the rebound. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Mavericks. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Game. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
And the basket by Curry.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So it's the Spurs now. Mills with it. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. He can't get that one to fall.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
The rebound by the Spurs. Wide open. No good. The Warriors go the other way with it. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Mills with the steal.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And 74%, yeah, you know, so-so. He probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Mills. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taken on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
And both free throws good for Mills. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0". And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. 56 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. They get the rebound, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A guy who has always had the tools to get to the line more. Gay aggressive that time.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
Some players never recover from a torn Achilles. Rudy Gay has come back and as good as ever. Still one of the most productive small forwards we have in the league.
Good on both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Smile-a-geesh nails the baby hook.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Spurs leading by 3. Mills passes to Forbes. And here is Lyles. Lets it go from the wing. Tries again. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his second basket.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The pass to Poole. Here's Pascal. Pass to Chris. Over Gay. Misses the fallback jam. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Andrew Wiggins, and it's Poole in at the 2 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Shots good by Lyles.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Bowman, covered by Mills. Smile-a-geesh. Rebound, San Antonio.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
To the paint. The steal. Here's Poole. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Spurs leading by 3. And Mills kicks to Gay. And Forbes has it in the corner. Back to Gay. To the inside. Here's Lyles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lyles got 4 points this quarter.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Passes to Poole. Wiggins with it. Rebound, San Antonio. Gay's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Mills. Tight defense on him. Gay outside. 6 to shoot. No good on the shot. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Here's Mills. The Warriors making the shot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like that.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Brent Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Here's Wiggins.
The Warriors, the league's best offense the last 4 seasons straight. Big reason, they're the best passing team in the league for the last 5 years. That's why they are a fun team to watch.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And the first one drops. San Antonio making a switch here. White's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. San Antonio leading. Murray outside. Right side Aldridge. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And the Warriors last season scoring an NBA record 51 points in a quarter.
You know, Kevin, they can hit you with a big run at any time. That puts a level of fear in the opposition. You lose focus for a minute, and they'll embarrass you.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. That one misses for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after Rudy Gay's bucket. Here's Wiggins. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Nobody near Gay. San Antonio getting another chance here.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And it's Green missing. And so White will bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 4. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well-timed play with a powerful ending. DeMar DeRozan, he went and got that one.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Bowman, he's covered by Murray. Pass to Wiggins. Shoots over DeRozan. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 6th rebound on the night. Fertile, he is checked in for Rudy Gay. And the Warriors also making a change. Curry's checked in. Here's DeRozan. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
It's stolen by Curry. Thompson outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
First one falls for him. You know what, Greg? You're right. Thinking back to Thompson, he had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
He gets it in there.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Warriors trail by 6. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
That one is off. From a low drama perspective, Steve, which stars do you think would be the easiest to play alongside and be their teammate?
I think Kawhi Leonard for sure, Kevin.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, just goes out and plays. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jokic, a lot of those superstars. I think Paul George is another guy that goes out and just plays. So there's a few out there that would love to play alongside.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
The Golden State Warriors, so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Thompson, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now Murray. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Murray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
Thompson with the bucket.
A tough play to defend. Klay gets rid of the ball as quickly as anyone.
San Antonio leading by 4. Murray outside. Now here is Pirtle. A 14-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
No, he's standing 6'11" with a 7'5" wingspan. LaMarcus Aldridge prefers playing power forward, but make no mistake, he has the size to hang with the big dogs at center.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with his height and reach, not many that can block Aldridge's turnaround jumper.
His release on his jump shot is so high. The rainbow arc, it's a beautiful thing to watch.
Now here's Wiggins. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Here's DeRozan. There's the pass to Aldridge. Fades and shoots, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Aldridge has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. Pass to Pascal. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pirtle with the steal. Here's Murray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Curry. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
You got to reward him. He's getting out in transition and running. Hit the ball to Stephen Curry.
Spurs leading by 7. Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Curry. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Curry against Murray. Wiggins up top. And Wiggins throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. So it's the Spurs now. And here is Murray. Outside DeRozan. And Pascal pulls it down. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Really like the work inside from Pirtle, using his body well to draw the contact on his way up. The defensive impact of Jakob Pirtle giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Pirtle can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best roll threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Derek White, and it's Mills in for Murray. Now here's Curry. He had 19 points in the win against Dallas.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
The Spurs have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first free throw is good. Steve, so many talented players in the league. Sometimes there's frustration over the lack of playing time. For instance, you look at the Celtics last year, a prime example.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, Kevin, you can have too much talent at the same positions and also style of play. You need some guys that can do other things that be effective on the court versus just scoring the basketball, and I think that's the reason why the Celtics ran into some trouble last year.
One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself. Even as a leader of his team, he always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
And he makes the first.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talk about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Both shots good from the stripe. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
On the wing, Thompson. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Lyles checked in for the Spurs.
One area the Warriors have stood out is their chemistry. Last season, we saw they were tested. On-court arguments, some tension, but this team too locked in to let that persist.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now, here's DeRozan. A 23-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
Good on the bucket. Aldridge has got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio.
What a game for him so far. He started out strong in that first quarter and has only turned it up from there.
And Steve, to what extent do you think that KD's free agency rumors affected the Warriors?
You know, I think it was a big part of it because everybody was talking. It was a lot of chatter for the first time we have seen with the Golden State Warriors team. Even when he got hurt in the playoffs, all you heard was, are they better without him? No. When you're at the top, there's a lot of noise. Tuning that out becomes critical.
.51 seconds left here in the second. San Antonio leading by 10. Mills passes to Lyles. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Finds himself wide open and drills it. DeRozan's got 11 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
It's stolen by DeRozan. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .16 seconds left in the first half. Bowman covered by Mills. Thompson outside from outside the arc. And no good. And so it's San Antonio up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man, get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Looks like this could be an upset in the making. I'm Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw LaMarcus Aldridge lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebounding. Those second chance buckets came into play in a big way. Those are effort points, momentum builders, salvaging points off the scrap heap. You never heard me say scrap heap before. I mean, I don't even know what it means. It just sounded good.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. And well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Murray out there with White. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. San Antonio leading by 12. White looking around. Pass to Aldridge. The 3. That shot is no good. His 5th miss now in 12 tries. The Warriors shooting in this game 45%. The shot by Looney, no good.
I mean, you won't see this too often. Getting denied at the rim. He's likely to remember that one.
The second effort, DeRozan, an easy 2 points on the layup. DeRozan's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Green. Thompson outside, just 5 on the clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Impressive work from Thompson. Hard for the defense to react on the catch and shoot.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 14 points. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Good. And the Spurs lead by 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
On the wing, Green. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Wiggins. Nice D from Aldridge.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. DeRozan dishes to Murray. DeRozan surveying the D. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. DeRozan's got 15 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Thompson against White. Shot from the wing. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Murray outside. Basket, good. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Heck of a talent. Klay Thompson can flat out score, and you see he's getting more comfortable handling the rock.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Aldridge. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And there it is for him. He's got 8.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry against Murray. Green inside. Thompson outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 15 points for Klay Thompson.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
So it's San Antonio now. It's stolen by Green. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator, really sees the entire floor.
The Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the 3rd quarter. A nice 62% from the field. The pass to DeRozan. The shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. San Antonio making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Spurs leading by 11. Now Murray. 8 points for him. Elbow shot is on the way. DeRozan's shot is off. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Wiggins outside. Back to Green. Shot clock at 5. Thompson inside the line, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half. Here's Murray. Outside DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. And nothing is falling for him right now. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Wiggins. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Curry against Murray. Shoots over Curry. Kept alive. Nice shot by Pirtle. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Back to Curry. This one for 3. No good there. Murray with the defensive effort. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 17 points was their biggest margin.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got 23 points.
Yeah, that's a great shot. 3rd 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Murray with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Gay. Launches a 3. And Curry pulls it down. Outside, Green. And stolen by Gay. Murray with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. White, good.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Now here's Curry. 10 points for him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's 12 points for Steph Curry.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Spurs leading by 6.
Last season, it took some time for the Spurs to gel with the early injuries and new faces. They played their best basketball down the stretch. Took the second-seeded Nuggets to 7 games.
San Antonio calls timeout. In the back half of last season, the Spurs posting a 9-game winning streak. Steve, what changed for them?
You know, Kevin, for me, they toughened up their defense. They moved Jakob Poeltl into the starting lineup at the 5 position. And they found that chemistry and they got going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Trey Lyles checked in for Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. That's Mills in for Murray. Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
The ability to find soft spots in the defense. Curry reading it right as usual.
Lyles misses the layup. Warriors trail by 7. Baseline J on the way. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Wiggins. 16 points for him.
Playing from behind right here. Not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring. It's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Here's Lyles following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here is Forbes on the wing. Bellinelli. One-on-one fast break. Here's Poole. And that's collected by Gay. Gay's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Forbes the pass to Bellinelli. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now here's Gay. 9 points in the game so far. Fades back. Chris with the rebound. Warriors trail by 5. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And there's the call on Curry. That will be foul number 5 on him. Golden State on D. Here's Gay, and it's blocked. And that one's good. Wiggins. And now just a 1-point Spurs lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Spurs shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. This is it to Lyles. Kicks it to Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Golden State with it. The shot's good from Forbes.
I'll tell you, Forbes doesn't spend a lot of time in the paint, but that was a convincing move.
Pass to Poole. Wiggins outside. For the tie. Curry's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he gets it to go.
High percentage look for mid-range. Rudy quick into the air and accurate from that distance.
Curry kicks to Wiggins over Bellinelli. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And it's 29 points for Andrew Wiggins. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. 1:06 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Warriors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the first one at the line is good. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Trey Lyons. He hits both from the stripe. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Mills looking it over. And he banks in the layup. Mills has got 8 points.
Nice conversion off the pick and roll. Patty with the right read takes it himself.
Bowman covered by Mills. Here's Curry with the 3. Forbes with the rebound. In transition, here come the Spurs. Pull up Jay. That one's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's San Antonio. They're up by 3. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson is out there with Chris. Then it's Curry. And it's Bowman in at the point. Stolen. And the pass to Pascal. Bowman covered by Mills. Pass to Curry to tie it up. Good on the 3-point shot. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Now here's Mills. T right on him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the game's best free throw shooters. It's a shame that Patty almost never gets to the line.
First free throw is good.
And for the Warriors, 5 straight finals appearances, something that hasn't been done since Bill Russell's Celtics of the 60s.
And those 5 appearances, Greg, produced 3 titles and was close to another one. Last year's finals not ending the way they wanted. Injuries certainly played a role. We'll see if they can make it back this season.
Well, nobody gets hot in the NBA quite like Klay Thompson, Smitty. He is something else. Wow.
Players can get hot, Kevin, but when Klay gets hot, every shot falls in. The records he set with made threes in a game, 37 points in a quarter, 60 points in 3 quarters. When he gets rolling, it's a treat to watch.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Curry passes to Pascal. 7-foot shot, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And this is where Chris does a considerable amount of damage. Feels comfortable taking those interior shots.
Spurs trail by 3. And here's Mills. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Coming down the stretch, you know this. You want to go to something that's bankable. That's as good as it gets.
Now here's Curry. Down low. Stolen by Gay. Dishes to Mills. He kicks to Aldridge. Spurs working the ball around now. Forbes. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
Curry passes to Pascal. Here's... Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Here's Aldridge. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Thompson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marco Bellinelli picks them.
And that's the problem with guarding Thompson. He is so versatile and can attack you on the drive in addition to his shooting ability.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he is checked in for Aldridge. DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so it's San Antonio with it. Gay left side. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one.
At this stage in his career, Rudy does most of his damage with the jumper.
Curry against Murray. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his 1st foul of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Green kicks to Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Gay. Here's Pirtle. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Green. It's good. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Here's Murray following the basket by Draymond Green. Pass to Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up at the stripe. Warriors with the rebound. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the 2nd of this 2-game road trip.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 7. Outside, White. To stop the run. And he sinks the layup.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Out to Thompson. Shoots over to DeRozan. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
San Antonio's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for the Warriors. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
Continuing from where he left off. First 3-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
Now here's Curry. Wiggins outside. Now the pass to Green. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs trail by 5. Gay inside. Working on Green. And that one's good by Gay.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the 4th.
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the 4th quarter. Out to White for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now here's Wiggins. Green left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson from long range.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. Thompson outside. Knocked away. Looney passes to Thompson. Shoots over White. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Good awareness. Thompson gets airborne before the defender can close on him.
And the Spurs with possession here. Outside DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Now here's Curry. Kicks to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. To the middle, here's Curry. Out to Thompson. A 3-ball. Murray with the defensive effort. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
That's a big bucket. Rudy knows this team needs his offense, and he wants to provide it.
Inside, Looney. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney. Not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Here's Murray. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside DeRozan. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. San Antonio calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Steph Curry.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
That's tipped. Gay finds Murray. 6 to shoot. Passes to Purtle. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now Gay. Pass to Murray. Out to DeRozan. Purtle inside. Guarded by Green. Good on the shot. 6 points for Jakob Purtle.
Just tremendous shooting from Purtle. Love how he's not afraid of taking these kinds of shots.
Murray against Curry. On the wing, Wiggins. The pass to Green. Back to Wiggins. There's the triple. That one misses. Nice D from DeRozan. White drives in. Curry with some nice D. Golden State's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, it is hard to keep Stephen Curry from scoring. And then you add he's getting to the free throw line. That's really annoying for the defense.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Stephen Curry hits them both.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Now here's DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
The aggressiveness that DeRozan attacks the rim with is what gets him to the line more often than not.
He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're trailing by 2. We've got 1:28 left in the game. Here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the paint. Here's Looney. And the layup is good. Looney's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
DeRozan with it. Lets it go from 14. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Curry attacking. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Pass to Looney. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. Right between the eyes.
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. DeRozan against Wiggins. Pass to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. Oh, off target. There's the 3. Can't knock in the 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
I feel great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.